All right, so Gus, I don't know if you're finding this the same as I am, but one of the hardest parts of this process is finding a quiet place to shoot a video in a house full of three kids. So I am in my bedroom currently, locked away, door closed, etc., so that I can sit and kind of talk a little bit about how things went today. I'm on day two. This is the second day. Just got back from church actually. Kind of overdid it a little bit today, I think. Kind of up and around and not definitely not kind of sitting around like I did the last couple days. So I've got a bit of a headache right now, and it doesn't seem to matter how much juice I put down, whatever else. Could very well be that this is the withdrawals from the coffee. This is the withdrawals from the sugar, whatever else at this point. So I'm definitely starting to notice some of that. But other than that, I feel pretty good. Two juices down today, 32 ounces of Good Morning juice. It was two sweet potatoes, 6 carrots, and 4 oranges. As we talked today at church with a couple of folks, yeah, it's a little bit of a starchiness to it. It was a little bit potato-y, for lack of a better term. The second juice was the Mean Green that Joe Cross put together in his reboot movie, The Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And that honestly was pretty good. It was a pretty decent juice. Bunches of kale in it, apples, cucumber, ginger, lemon. It was something else in there. Oh, celery, just some other stuff there. But it was a good green juice. So I really like that, and I think we'll definitely do that again. People have been kind of curious as to how I've scheduled this and how I've set this up. We are doing 40 days, and so we're trying to kind of figure out the best way to do that. What I decided to do was I chose 6 recipes that I thought I would like. I tested those out prior to kind of starting. So, but I chose those 6 that I thought I would like, and then I went through and set it up on basically on an A-B day schedule. So I chose 2 morning juices, mostly fruit, kind of for the sugar content to be able to kind of wake you up and kind of kick you into your day. And then a midday juice with mostly vegetables. So that's where I'm putting the green juices, and then my beet, carrot, and apple mixture that actually my naturopath said would be a good idea. He also asked me to take and put, because after doing some testing and stuff, he asked me to put protein, a little bit of whey protein in that shake or in that juice for that part of the day. So I'm turning it into a little more of a shake, I guess, and maybe that's cheating, maybe it's not. I don't know, but that was doctor's orders. And then a kind of a more savory evening juice. So I've kind of done a raw V8, and then I have a spicy carrot that I'm going to make for tonight that I haven't made yet, but I'm going to here in a little bit to get that all squared away. Other than that, so those rotate on an A day, B day type schedule. There's 4 A days and 3 B days in a week. So those recipes will repeat essentially for the 40 days or until I get so sick of them I can't stand to stomach them anymore. And we'll kind of see how that all goes. Honestly, not sure how that's going to work or whether or not I'm going to get tired of stuff first. But, day 2, the last time I did this actually isn't my first juice fast. I did a juice fast probably 2 years ago. I think it's about 2 years ago, maybe. Lost a bunch of weight doing that. Dropped, I think, 20 pounds in like 8 days. It was crazy. But, of course, put it back on. And that's usually the way it goes with these kinds of things, unless the lifestyle kicks in afterwards, which is where we're going with this one. But I found that the first couple days on that one were really, really miserable. And I think the big difference this time around, knowing what I know now and having done it already once, is I really prepared for this one a lot more by starting about a month before, kind of just cleaning up how I was eating, trying to eat a lot more fruits and vegetables, trying to exercise more, and kind of get my body ready for this. Cut the coffee about a day, 2 days before I started, and then that way it would ease into that a little bit, and there wouldn't be as much withdrawal symptoms and as much difficulties in that regard. But yeah, day 2, honestly, I'm not in a horrible place. Things are pretty good at this point. Things tend to be, I'm still kind of intestinally processing the juice a little bit. Beets are fun. Anybody who's ever done a juice fast, beets are a kick. Those are fun. You definitely know you've eaten enough beets when your urine begins to turn pink. That's a good start to you've definitely had enough beets. So I got to go easy on the beet-related juices. But I do have 2 different juices of those. The raw V8 has some beets in it, and then the beet, carrot, and apple does. And those are both, I think actually those are on the same day. So I'm going to have some real beety kind of days. But other than this, things are going pretty well overall. Haven't done any scales, haven't done any weighing or anything. Day 2 of the prayer book that Gus picked up, it's been really good focusing on, one big thing that we're really looking for out of this. And then also, just the idea that God determines our steps, and just really being focused on that idea that, we're really not in charge of our lives. And I think too often we have the tendency to try to grab a hold of that wheel and really try to take it in a direction that we feel is more important. I guess you could almost argue that this juice fast is kind of a way of doing that. But what I'm trying to do with this, and my overall goal with this really, is to listen less to myself, and try to get close enough to God to be able to listen to that voice and to be able to hear that. And so we'll kind of see how that goes. We got 40 days of this. I think it's going to be a big process. It's going to be very transformative. I hope to be able to look from one side to the other of this, and see a difference in me, not just physically, but spiritually and mentally, and kind of all of that realm as well. I'm looking at this and pushing this to be a very transformative event in my life, and the beginning of essentially coming out the other side, kind of a new creation and kind of a new person, hopefully. So that's kind of where I'm at. I got to go make some spicy carrot juice because I got to have dinner, and I don't know what y'all are doing, but I'm gonna go make some juice. So peace, and we'll see you guys later.